Hey guys, it's Babypowder, and we're back to another one of our cleanout videos for our tuna run series. And this week is going to be week 33. So last week was really good. It was actually less than we made the week before, but still it was over 500,000 at 529,000, so it was really good. And we are so close to our goal of 10 million. Hopefully we can actually hit it this week. We actually are only 414,000 gold away from hitting that 10 million. We are going to continue on going through the list. I still have not yet updated the list. I will do that, but we have 3 weeks islands and Pit of Saran right after, so it's not like we don't have time to get that updated. But anyway, while I'm trying to complete all this, if you guys have any suggestions for anything you see that I don't have listed here, I'm all ears. As far as something else we could list, like where we have Pit of Saran twice. We're not doing Pit of Saran twice, and maybe replacing something here. But anyway, before we get into the video, I'd just like to remind you guys, if you like the video, make sure you smash the big thumbs up. Lets me know that you guys like what I'm doing here. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss the next one and see how far we can possibly get past the 10 million. Hopefully we'll actually hit it today. May not, you never know. But yeah, hoping that we do. Anyway, up to the review before we get to our first bank tune. Again, we made 529,000 last week. And actually it looks like I put the wrong amount here. It's 529,000. I'll put 523. Let me fix that real quick before we go any further. 529,187. Leaving us 414,000 left to make the 10 million. This is between 2 realms, Proudmoore and Thrall. This is part of the tuna run series. If you've seen that, I do the loot videos from where we do dungeons for 200 runs, or we do the equivalent with the open world farm where we do it for 5 hours. Islands is going to be a little bit different, which is what we're working on right now. We've actually already completed Alderman, which the loot video will be tomorrow for that. But Islands is about 40 runs in 5 hours. So what I'm gonna do is, with that, I'm going to do just a flat 50 runs, so a little bit over. But some of our dungeons have taken longer. For instance, BRT, it took us like an hour and a half to complete 10 runs, almost like an hour and 20 minutes, something like that. Maybe longer, because of the nerf now. But anyway, with all that being said, we've now made 9,585,000. Yeah, and if we made over 600,000 the week before, over 400,000 2 weeks before that, so hopefully we can at least get to 10 million today. That's what I'm really hoping, because it's been up there. Hopefully we don't see a dip, but really the goal is to at least get around 200,000 a week. So I'll still be happy if we at least get that. Anyway, as far as where our gold is coming from, since this is mostly focused on dungeons and it's mostly focused on transmog, that's where the majority of our gold comes from. We've now made 8,751,000 with transmog, and we do get some material gold, 833,000 with materials. And as far as our realms go, Proudmoore has been doing the best for us recently, but they have been back and forth sometimes, and Thrall has actually done better at certain points. So in a way, it's kind of even for the most part. They are, we've made 450,000 more almost, or pretty much, than Thrall right now in Proudmoore, but it does go back and forth. So that's another reason why it's good to have 2 different realms, because it could be if we're only on Thrall, we're not selling as much, we're not making as much. But anyway, with all that being said, that does kind of conclude the review here. Let's go ahead and jump to our first bank tune and see how well we did this week, which is going to be the low value bank tune for Proudmoore, and then the high value bank tune for Proudmoore, and then we'll check materials, and then we'll do it all again with Thrall, and then we'll recap everything and see how close we are, or if we actually hit our goal. All right, guys, so here on our first bank tune, low value transmog, let's take a look. I actually make this bigger. I made it smaller earlier when I was doing the islands. Anyway, so yeah, so 26,627 gold we made with 20 cells on our low value transmog. Not quite where they were last week. Was hoping maybe even higher instead of lower, but it is just low value stuff, so still not horrible. We're over that 1,000 gold per cell average, meaning that we've got 20 cells and it's over 20,000. So So we're good there. Let's see what if we have any standouts here. The Salt Band, I mean, that's a ring. It's not too bad, over 1,000 gold. Firm set treads, 1,300. And then we've got the Blood Forged leg plates, over 2,100 here. Sky Strider Katana, over 3,000. Sounds like Outlands item. I'm not 100% sure on that, but could possibly be from where we just did Shadow Labs. And then we've got the Bone Chewer Tread Boots. Bone Chewer, that was from when we were doing Shadow Labs. So nice. We're seeing stuff, you know, it might be low value piece, but we're seeing stuff that is sold from what we just did. So really good. 1,600 there. Hero Leggings, over 7,000. Not a bad amount for that piece right there. And then we've got the Protector Gauntlets, over 1,000. Protector stuff constantly selling. And Frostbit Staff, so another one of those Eastern Kingdom items, and actually a decent value for this one, where we were seeing them under 1,000 gold last week. We actually got 3,800 for that one, so really nice to see that. So still selling stuff from the Eastern Kingdom zones. I'm sure we've got stuff in here from way back. Some of our, I mean, yeah, we've got the pattern for the robe of the Archmage, which came from LBRS. So yeah, we're still selling stuff from all over the place. But yeah, nice on some of those values. Let's go ahead and add that to our sheet, and then we will clean that out and switch to our high value bank too. 6,000, 627. All right, that's that. All right, let's go ahead and switch to high value. All right, guys, so here on our high value bank tune for Proudmoore, let's take a look. Now, they have been the ones actually giving us the big clean outs really here recently. So let's see how they did this week. And 5 sales, 74,458 gold. So nowhere near where they've been recently. So hopefully Thrall can pick it up with their high value bank tune, but still not bad. I mean, 5 sales over 74,000. It's not horrible. Of course, we're gonna have some low stuff in here though. Let's see, Archaic Defender sold 2 of those. Those both came from Maradon. Really would kind of hope for more than that, but still a really quick turnaround on those. 7,500 for both of them. Of course, with the low prices, might be why it's such a quick turnaround. And then we got sold the War Scathe for 21,000. That sounds like an Outlands item. Did we get that out of the chest that we got from doing Shadow Lab? Because we were getting a lot of Wrath stuff. I'm thinking that maybe that came from one of the lock boxes that we opened up from doing Shadow Labs, and one of the Wrath items. I'm thinking, I could be wrong on that. But yeah, still not bad. 21,000. And then we got the Tree Bark Jacket, 34,000. Really nice to see that. Then we got the Tree Bark Jacket. Really nice to actually see 34,000 for that, as that comes from BFD. But we got so many of those doing BFD, and it actually seemed like they were selling for a lot less than that. Like they were selling for, I think, like under 10,000 gold when we were selling them earlier, if we sold them. And now we actually getting, you know, closer to its value. So it's really nice to see that. Prospector cuffs for 3,600, so not bad there. Just seeing another Prospector piece, you know, of course it'd be nice if we got more, but still, Prospector really popular. 74,458. We'll add that to our sheet, and then we have one more tune to check on Proudmoore, which is the materials bank alt, before we switch to Thrall. And you know, hopefully we'll see some sales there. We did have the Marks of Sargeras and things like that. All right, guys, last bank tune before we switch to Thrall. Materials, and we do have some sales. 4 sales, not a bad amount actually compared to some. I mean, not the best for our materials, but still better than, I mean, that's more than last week. 13,609. Let's see, we sold our Primal Nether, 15 for 24 gold. Fell Armaments, 364 of those, sold for 6,700. Not a bad amount. Way more than what we got when we did the Mechanart. So really good here with that too. Just adding a little bit extra to our Shadow Labs gold. Marks of Sargeras too, 200 for 6,000. So almost right up there with how much we made with the Fell Armaments. We did finally sell the Dragon's Teeth we had left over from Maradon, the 80 of them for 811. So really nice there. We do still have 2 of these add-on things for the WAD stuff, so I did move them over here to try to sell them faster, since they were selling over here and they weren't selling on Thrall. So yeah, maybe we'll switch back to Thrall. I don't know. But actually they still had one on them, so I don't know if they sold it or not. 13,609. We'll add that to our sheet here. Right, and we are over 100,000, but we still have like 300,000 left to make before we hit our goal. So hopefully Thrall can do it. All right, guys. So over here on Thrall now, starting again with the low value transmog. Now the low value transmog with Thrall has been really good recently, so hopefully they'll continue that on. They actually had the biggest like amount cleaned out on a low value bank tune we've actually seen since we started this last week at over 100,000. So let's see how well they did this week. We got 25 sales, 80,777 gold. So it's not quite 100,000, but still really good for low value transmog. So let's see what we got. Only 25 sales, so amazing, really. Shroud of Spiritual Purity for 7,000 gold. The Nat Pagel books, those Nat Pagel books selling like crazy. 9,000 gold, and that's where a lot of it is. These Nat Pagel books keep selling. Silver Thread Robe for almost 4,000. Ebonhold Leggings for 1,400. And then we've got Saltstone Shoulders for over 9,000, so really good there. Lunar Vest sold for over 4,000. And then we've got the Heroes Leggings for over 2,000. Ironhide Belt, a lot of good things here. 1,400. Silver Thread Rod for over 2,000. Low Binder Disc. So actually the Low Binder Disc, that's actually all the way from back when we did the Isle of Thunder farm. So we still have some stuff coming from there. 8,300. And then the Femur Shafted Mace, that came from when we did Gundra. 9,500. Still have some of those. Glorious War Axe, that's 4,300. I'm almost sure the Glorious War Axe, that is an Outlands item. I don't think we got any when we did Shadow Lab, so maybe from one of our other Outlands dungeons that we farmed. Staff of Divine Infusion, over 5,000. We did actually have one of those. I can't remember if it was on our Horde tune or not, but we did have one of those from Shadow Labs, over 5,000. I did mention these sell all the time. They're really nice. I mean, it is a low value item, but still they sell super fast. Outrunners chest card, 3,600, and Prospector's chest piece, more Prospector stuff, 2,800. So really nice there. Selling those items. I think the Shroud, maybe that's Outlands too. I could be wrong there, but really not bad at all. 80,777. It's definitely gonna help us out getting closer to our goal, but we're still gonna need high value transmog to really come through because we still have like over 200,000 to make. So let's go ahead and switch to our high value bank tune and see if we can make it. All right, guys. So our high value bank tune for Thrall, we really need them to come through like at least 100 and some thousand, so materials can close the gap. But let's see what they got here. And we've got 6 sales, only 35,437 gold. Oh, that is tough to see. That means it's probably going to be another week before we hit our goal. I was really hoping we were going to finally do it on week 33, but maybe it's good. We're going to hopefully hit it on an even number, as long as we don't have a really horrible week next week. 35,437 gold. Let's see what we did actually sell though. Hammer of the North Wind. It's a roll drop epics. It's a high value. It's in the high value range, but it's still on the lower end of the high value. So 3,800. So still not horrible to see it kind of low there. Doomforged Straight Edge. Seeing a lot of these sell recently now that they're down at like this value. They were sitting on them forever though. 9,000 gold. Ceremonial Leather Loincloth, only about 12,000, so they've kind of really went down in value. Saltstone Sabatons, 3,000 gold. Deviant Hatchling, I think that was like our last one. We may still have one wandering around there, but we're getting kind of low on these. This is all the way from back when we did Welding Caverns, so it's still, you know, that was really early on, so it's still kind of surprising to see some of these going. 2,700. And Frostmane Leather Vest actually came from our Eastern Kingdom zones that we did. So 4,700 for that one. So nice to see one of those go as well. 3,500, 437. We'll add it to our list here. Yeah, I was really hoping that this was going to be the week, especially with the way things were going. But I mean, you do eventually have some not so good weeks. Though honestly, compared to some of our weeks in the past, this would really actually be a really good week. So We're still over 200,000, but we still have one bank tune to check. So let's go ahead and swap over to materials and see how they did it. Probably should be something similar to the Alliance one though. All right, guys. So our last bank tune before we go ahead and pull the sheet back up and review everything. Materials. Let's take a look. And for sales, 10,602 gold. So actually about 3,000 less. But that is true. They did still have like some of that herb on the Alliance too, so that's probably what put them over. But let's go ahead and take a look, see what we got. We did actually sell the wide add-ons module thing, and we moved them. I mean, we probably could have sold all three if we would have moved them, but of course, as soon as we move them, that's when we sell one. 946 gold. Marks of Sargeras, 5,300, almost 5,400 for 62,000. Bell Ornaments actually sold for a lot less on this one too, so that takes, you know, because we had over almost, you know, like 6,700 for our Fell Ornaments, so the value must have went down when we sold them over here. 3,400 for those, so about half the value almost. And then Primal Nether, 14 gold for only 9 of them. Still not bad, over 10,000 gold. We'll take it. Let's go and add it to our sheet. And then we will clean this out and pull our sheet back up. All right, guys. So this is where we are at for week 33. We did not hit our goal of 10 million, unfortunately. We are at least over 200,000 at 241,510 gold made this week. So it's still good. Just was hoping with, I mean, it's been a while since we've been below 300,000, really. I mean, all the way back here to LBRS. And there were still some times where it was kind of high up there, but anyway, I mean, that happens, that, you know, you have some good streaks and then you have a not so good week. Although again, we're still over the 200,000 that we mostly aim for, so it's still actually a good week. So anyway, as far as transmog, we made 217,299 gold. Materials, we made 24,000. So that's thanks mostly to the Marks of Sargeras and the Fell Ornaments. Which is actually a lot better than what we saw with the Mechadar, which was the last one we did with that. And then we ended up making a total of 241,000 gold, leaving us now at 9,826,728 gold made since we started this, you know, for 33 weeks we've made that much gold. So really nice. Leaves us with 173,272 gold left to make. So as long as we actually get to our goal of 200,000 next week, then we'll hit our goal, which is pretty awesome, because a viewer actually predicted that the week after we cleaned out our Alderman loot, which will be next week, we were actually going to hit our goal. So it looks like they may be right. As long as we just don't have a terrible week like one of these where we're under 100,000. But there's a lot of stuff going on there. I don't know if there's really gonna be anything going on this next week, but anyway, as far as how much we've made with transmog alone, we've now made 8,968,000. With materials, we've now made 857,000 gold. As far as our realms go, Brawl did actually do slightly better, just slightly better than Proudmoore, thanks to their low value transmog bank tune here. They are now with 5,149,000 made with Proudmoore and 4,677,000 made with Thrall, still leaving Proudmoore with making us more gold so far. That could change anytime. Thrall has actually, you know, jumped above Proudmoore a couple times now since we started this. But yeah, not bad. Wish we would have hit the goal this week, but we'll just have to wait till next week. But at least we do get all that nice Alderman loot to go ahead and put on the auction house and see if that can bring us any sales this week to help us reach that goal. And anyway, guys, though, before I do end the video, just like to remind you guys that if you do have any suggestions for any of these farms to change, especially where I have doubles here, please do leave some comments down below. All ears for any suggestions as far as something that we could add that could add variety to our sales here. Also, guys, don't forget to hit the big thumbs up. Lets me know that you guys like this video, if you do in fact like it. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss the next one, so you do see if we hit our goal next week or not. Also, we do have the loot video coming out for Alderman tomorrow, which I will actually record after this, so that way I can go ahead and start posting those items. And don't forget to come over and join me on Twitch, so you guys can see me do this stuff live. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this one. But before we do head out, let's just make sure I do this and add the total for the week down here so that we don't forget. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this one. I hope to see you all in the next video, and I hope to see you guys live on Twitch. Take care, guys.